is no time for distract.
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation.
Hmm?
I'll be straight with you.
You mean, like,
A duel?
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we've got a better way. We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
All right, let's show them what you're made of.
Day.
Now disappear! And voila!
How's that?
A round of applause!
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. This is Yoshihisa, a fellow veteran of the team. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
There are two hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, that said, the ones over there...
You got that right. Watatsumi Island.
That's not even... Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other two camps that'll... But Captain, if we spread our troops too thin...
Yep, the Traveler...
All right then.
Step right up!
Let's get down to business.
Eat this!
To the berry. Going somewhere? Finally,
And voila!
berry.
Oh. Let's get this show on the road!
I'll protect us. Go as one!
This isn't over! I'm ready! You win! This will end you!
Now disappear!
One strike will suffice!
Step right up!
Cut down! Like this.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool. Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa. Should we go over and check on them?
Captain!
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared. The entire rearguard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look up to us, too. But what's next? Let's go back and check with Kokumi.
Finally, we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at them until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first. Got it?
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? But with your level of ability, since you're back...
You bet!
Good. Now we just need to make sure... Thank you. I believe I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise... He expressed a desire to be on the... Now.
A special...
Yes. Recently, however, stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him, then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay? He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
Long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran's got a few leadership tips for you. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it? What was it?
Wow, where'd you learn all that, Teppei?
I read it in a novel from the Yai Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many doggo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha-ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right, I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own Special Operations Unit. It's a brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part. Ah! Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
Yippee!
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
Ha! In your dreams, mister!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon War ruins.
There's no way we'll be able to see the stars tonight in this weather. Unless I try making the stars appear anyway.
This should be the place.
Here, let me help you.
I'll scout ahead. Just what will we come across?
Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious. A huge launch! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
A round of applause! Step right.
Phew! As monsters go, it doesn't make any. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going.
I just got back from delivering...
Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of... On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame.
Pepe, don't you think...
Now that you mention it, it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh.
Orobashi was the one who our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow,
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate when Orobashi attacked civilization. But now that the... Alright. You should report back... Hey, don't...
Teppei's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly... Let's report back to Coco.
Great, the weather's clearing up. I wonder if there's someone up there performing magic too.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's
Approximately.
I haven't had the chance.
Kokomi.
Recently, some of our... I called them in for questions. Most of them are...
So that's why the war. Goro, have you managed to acquire one?
Well, most of the officers were...
Do you know something about this?
So that means our...
But why would the Fatu... forget that. All soldiers who have...
Wait a second. No! Let's go...
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here? Just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Fighting. If only I were stronger still. They gave it to me. Delusion. So... gosh. I've been getting head first. This is a real shit. Guess I didn't. Hey, when our uniform... What's that look for?
Teppei. Hey, where are you going? Hey!
How's Teppei's condition? I have put out the order. The vast majority are sadly.
Your Excellency, the soldiers are up and...
Okay. This whole fiasco... What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given if we spend any longer amassing our fort...
Very true. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the... Not many places... I'm not going to stop. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
There's no way we'll be able to see the stars tonight in this weather. Unless I try making the stars appear anyway. voila!
Amber, reporting.
There's no way we'll be able to see the stars tonight in this weather. Unless I try making the stars appear anyway.
I can't wait any longer! Let it rain!
Well met. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Boba, get them! Hey-ya!
I swear by my sword! Now disappear!
You need to hurry up.
And voila! Here comes the finale!
We've only just begun. Miscalculated. I must collect myself. Roasted fry.
It'll be all right.
An unfortunate fault.
No escape! Eat this!
What a mess.
Now disappear!
This first. That seemed to work.
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
That seemed to work. Use this first. Of death.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal metal. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission are...
Step right up! Stay calm, stay calm! Here comes the finale!
I miscalculated.
Wind, hear me.
You need to hurry up.
You really know how to get me going.
This was well done.
Now disappear!
No escape!
Amuse myself.
You're toast!
Let's get this show on the road!
The more, the merrier.
Step right up!
This was well done. Unfortunate fault.
Hip!
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Hip!
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
Now disappear!
I'm not breaking a sweat!
Spice! Let it rain! Go, go, Barrack!
And voila!
Let's end this quickly! This should be fun! Be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
disappear!
Miscalculated.
No escape!
Let's not waste time.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's end this quickly.
A round of applause!
Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon. This one's well done.
Where are you? Purging transgressions! Gotcha! This body belongs to ice. And snow is one! Barbados, guide us. Let it rain. You're toast!
This one's well
Here
done.
comes the finale! Now disappear!
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry. You need to hurry up. This one's well done. Roast and fry.
Everyone has their limits.
You need to hurry up.
Step
This
right
one's
up!
well done.
A round of
You
applause!
need to hurry up. An unfortunate fault.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So,
Signora and child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
how can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, Our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is This is a human... Study humans a while.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had... The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the Balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that's Songonomiya Kokomi. She really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed...
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible...
So, that place that she...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that she shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt... This is the approach A has come up with for realizing You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw...
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem...
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Surely that child isn't flocking off. Surely that child isn't flocking off.
So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
Surely that child isn't flocking off. Please stay safe.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Now disappear!
Very... Let's get down to business.
Stay calm, stay calm.
Finally, No.
I wonder if this chest is some kind of trick. Step right up.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. The aim is to try to not get hit.
Stay calm, stay calm. Step right up.
No escape! Eat this! What a workout! So how come you...
Perhaps it's because...
What? Like Devalin?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams. More curious, a nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will since I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2? Help! Leader is attacking!
Now disappear! And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Let it rain! You're toast!
Step right up!
you.
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the
How do I put this?
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste?
Speaking of, trap... You're considering even
You don't have to be...
It is precisely in short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, good.
All of this said in your...
Okay, we can talk before one makes a... You must understand. The Vision Hunt decree was up. Yes. This now. We also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt decree's promulgation and
Ayaka was saying that every time...
Yes. It's all too clear that both... Thus, the current Unfortunately...
So, what...
It will be easier. So my plan is...
Rebellion?
If we manage to convince her, I'll give you a... She also appears...
Don't move a muscle. Don't even think about...
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted...
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has...
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted...
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the...
Even though she will one day... seize your vision, too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji,
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan...
Yes, that's exactly...
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. There's the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. Against the Shogun.
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and as a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want, and so... it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes. In all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal... He will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary! But, Miko, you mentioned...
Why are you always asking so many questions? As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a...
Okay, but...
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must... belongs to now, however. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate.
You make it sound so simple.
Probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the show... Now you're following me? The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. Don't forget, we're on a tight...
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
What delicious tea. The books were more interesting in the past.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We stopped.
So, it's still not over. I guess I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me.
I see. I understand. You need... Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryo Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What?
The Tenryo Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too, even with
If only there was a...
Yoimi is fun.
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and...
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house used... Oh, man.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find you and Mia.
I really hope the plan works out.
Books were more interesting in the past. What delicious tea. Books were more interesting in the past. What delicious tea. Books were more interesting in the past. Delicious tea.
extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try! Thanks, Yoimiya! Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring.
So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
I like this. I still think we should change it. This party's a bit boring.
So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
No, I think it's fine. I still think we should change it. This party's a bit boring. I still think we should change it. This party's a bit boring.
Surely it'd be more interesting if it was...
Now disappear! And voila!
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Oh no! Run!
You! The warrant...
Oh no!
You! The warrant...
Oh no!
A round of applause! Now disappear!
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Kamar. Also, if I do get...
Is this... officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
You! The warrant is...
Oh no! What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
What kind of tea is this?
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiyaya was right. They have been... This should be ample evidence. I will also gather...
Still, mine...
Again.
If Paimon remember... Let's pack up our things...
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sango no Miya. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Utter disregard.
For the sake of the
So,
Yes. Now.
This is a letter...
Well, surely.
So This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry. Yep, let's catch up with her.
Hold on, traveler. There's some...
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the... You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the take this with you as a fair...
What is?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. Or if you ever think...
Cut it out, Fox Lady!
I'm sorry.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested—
Step right up.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
And voila! Stay calm, stay calm.
I must withdraw. Who goes there? Soldiers!
Step right up. Here comes the finale. Now disappear.
Get them! I must. I can't teach you this. Watch your step.
Let's get this show on the road.
I'll spare nothing.
Wind, hear me.
No escape!
Allow me to strike first. Battle formation! Watch your step! Get them!
And voila!
Soldiers, quick! I must withdraw.
No turning back!
I dare you!
Here comes the finale. Now disappear.
Who goes there? Get them!
And voila!
No one escapes my sights!
Show me what you've got!
Soldiers, quick! I must withdraw.
A round of applause. Step up.
You cannot match my bravery! Get them! I'm lost. Bested.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have deal. The diplomats from SNEP. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. So, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you.
But...
Betrayal! The Fatui made when the lightning strikes after. None can contend with the supreme power.
Yeah!
But Master, ever since I was adopted by... But it's clear to me now. You hypocrite!
Selfishness?
Hate to say it.
I've doubted but I chose. But now I so I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn. Report to the Shogun. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku.
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again. Way back in Rito,
A diplomat from Snezhna.
Sarah stormed off. You can say that again. All right then.
There's still a long road.
The way people charge it. If I didn't know this was Tenshu, have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no!
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not you.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to. So you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In Almighty Shogun. Do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certain that Tsaritsa's dream is these other mundane details you insist. You stop me. For what it's worth, before you go saying something you can't, charging into Tenshukaku uninvited, I'm not sure you realize quite how.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises. I'll admit that I never. You are aware. A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Now disappear! Here comes the finale!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
And voila!
The pale flame smolders!
Water jet!
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Not every wound will heal. Not even ashes will remain.
Water jet!
Come, put up a fight. my pretties! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Not every wound will heal!
Let's dance. Ready, steady, go!
Go! Wipe out! Yeah!
Who dares
Water
call me a witch?
I'll protect us. Hi.
Oh, step right up. A round of applause.
Who dares call me a witch? And what? Not every wound will heal. Not even ashes will remain.
Go!
Come, put up a fight. Dance, my pretties!
Go!
You're toast! Nice and
Step right up. Let's get this show on the road.
So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure... The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaemiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hut decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, individual ambition is inherently... What you might not realize is that all too often... Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. Are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters? That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
And voila! A round of applause!
Strike dead!
Ow!
Inferior.
Yeah! Go!
That really hurt! Come on! We can do it!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity! You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Stay calm, stay calm.
Inferior. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. Inferior. Inferior.
Step right up. Here comes the finale.
Strike dead.
Stay calm, stay calm. And voila!
Inferior. Instabilities will be removed. Inferior. Inferior. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Now disappear! Let's get this show on the...
Destroy the fleeting shadow.
Step right up!
Sever! Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Here comes the finale! Stay calm.
Your verdict
now
is decided.
Disappear!
Thunder!
Let's get this show on the road!
Destroy the fleeting shadow.
Bombs away!
Ready, steady, go! Nice and spicy!
Sever! Your verdict is decided. Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Wipe out! Here comes the finale!
The fleeting shadow.
Stay calm. And voila!
Sever!
Step right up!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward, so are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason you...
Why, hello. If it isn't the
You literally told us to come meet you! Seems like someone's in it.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least...
Wait a second. Did you... As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? No...
Oh.
What's...
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The trap... Well, what's done is done. So... Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any question. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one before A began modifying her own godly form.
So, you mean there are 3?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession.
What the?
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them.
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogun.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it...
Don't worry, we aren't looking to...
I wish you the best of luck. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to invest. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanks. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. Are you sure? Oh, keep it safe. Is that all you intend to... There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I see. But that is merely a small goal. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment...
I got some.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?